Hi, I'm Dr. Suvarchala. I'm the Scientific Director at Ziva Fertility Center. I very recently talked about DNA fragmentation index in sperms which are present in the ejaculate. I would like to tell you and show you a ray of hope about what to do if there is high DFI, high DNA fragmentation index. So, do you need to be disheartened that the DFI is high? Is there a solution to this? Is what we are going to be discussing today. I told you what the causes could be. Now let's see what the treatment is. Now when the DFI is high, the first line of treatment is not any procedure that we would recommend. We would probably look at your weight. If you're overweight, we'll ask you to reduce and get your BMI under control. You are having diabetes, we'll ask you to get that under control as well. If you work in an environment which has heat exposure and all that, we'll ask you to reduce that. We won't ask you to leave your occupation, that's not possible, but we will definitely ask you to have a little less exposure to all that. If you were exposed, if you were having an infection previously, we'll treat you for that. And if you wear very tight clothes, if you have a habit of wearing tight jeans, all that, we'll ask you to reduce that as well. So when we give you all these suggestions and you've done that for 3 months, we check your DFI again. And if the DFI has reduced, very well and good. We can definitely ask you to try naturally or go for small term procedures or whichever procedure that we recommend and is the recommended procedure for you. But if it is not coming down and these are not the indications for your DFI, high DFI, we recommend 2 very important procedures. One is testicular extraction of sperms. Like I said in my previous few videos, the sperms are produced in the testis, and if we were to go there for sperms, remember there is no motility, but they are alive, they are functional. Sperms from there are not subjected to that long journey, long coil of tubes and all kinds of fluids coming in from accessory glands. So they are not subjected, so they are fresh. When we get sperms out of the testicular area, the sperms are very good. They have a good capacity to fertilize and form good embryos. So that's one of the things that we do want to bring down DNA fragmentation index in sperms. Another very good process that we are strongly recommending is microfluidics. It's a very simple procedure. All you do is you give your ejaculate. We put that in a small microchip. That microchip it helps us in separating the poor quality sperms from the good quality sperms. Now these good quality sperms have lower DNA fragmentation index. These sperms are taken and what is done is a IVF. So accumulation, the final product is low, but they are very good quality sperms, and we have observed that sperms procured by this procedure of microfluidics give rise to very good embryos. They implant better, they have a low miscarriage potential. So this is a very good procedure. In addition to this is another process called magnetic cell sorting of cells. So what basically happens in this, like I said previously, sperms that have been produced in the testis have to travel a long distance. Sperms that were actually designed to die and escape this mechanism of death and are released into the ejaculate, then have a poor fertilization capacity, or they form poor embryos and these embryos lead to miscarriages. So what this MAX procedure does is that it passes these sperms, all the sperms are passed through a magnetic column, and there are some special beads coated on these sperms and they are passed through this magnetic column. The sperms that have a poor DNA fragmentation, that is they have breakages in the DNA, are stuck to the wall of this column, and only the pure sperms which have intact DNA are accumulated at the bottom of the column. It's a wonderful process, and the good news about this process is it need not result in only test tube babies, only IVF. So the good thing is that you can also do IUIs with it, you can also do IVFs with it. So we have a lot of flexibility while we are using this procedure. So these are 2-3 important things that we do, but you also have to remember that the urologist or the male infertility specialist might put you on antioxidants as well. So don't give up hope. Even medications, antioxidants could also help in reducing high DNA fragmentation. If you would like to know how this process is done, how this test is performed, please feel free to call us, leave a comment in the comment section. We will get back to you and help you further in this area. Thank you.